This video is sponsored by the Outcast Seal.
Feeling like a seed in the ground, nigga, all I wanna do is grow. But that shit going too slow. Niggas be doing the most. Can wait till I make it and glow. Now let me just switch up the flow, switch up the pace.
For those who recognize anime subtleties, you'll find a new appreciation for this piece. On top of that, each person will have a one-of-one staple piece added to their fit. Outcast Seal, out now. No reason to wait, go get yours now.
Welcome back, guys. We have got
Air It Out about to
crazy
go wild.
one for you guys. Here on Air It Out, we've got another Am I the Asshole?
Yeah.
And this prompt is, am I the asshole for not letting my husband go to the funeral of the baby he conceived with his mistress?
That's still his kid, though. Like, still his kid.
Let's get into it. This is extremely difficult to talk about with anyone I actually know, and it's a secret from a lot of friends and family members.
How is it extremely difficult, but you posting about it?
To talk about with anyone I actually know, because it would be embarrassing.
Oh, okay. Fair enough. I jumped the gun.
Posting on an alt in the hope that people here can give me an honest answer. My husband of 10 years had an affair that lasted approximately 6 months. He cut it off when I found out. We went to couples counseling. Turns out the woman was pregnant, though, and intent on keeping the baby. I understood that if she gave birth, my husband would have to do his part in supporting that child, but at the very least financially. Tragically, though, the baby was stillborn. I'm gonna move past that. I wasn't looking forward to this baby coming, but see, then that's where I said when she says tragically.
I caught it. I know the people. I feel like y'all caught that too, but
I was gonna be a pound about that, and then she went ahead and went with it. But she says that tragically the baby was stillborn, but low key that's what she wanted to start with. I wasn't looking forward to this baby coming, but I didn't wish for this either. My husband's former mistress was sent details about the funeral. I don't think he should attend. He never got to meet his child and wasn't even there at the hospital when everything happened. If this was the child he knew at all, of course my opinion would be different. But as of now, I don't feel comfortable with him going. He bizarrely said maybe I should go with him. That's a no. I obviously am not going to attend this funeral and make the woman and her whole family uncomfortable. Despite my disdain for her, I'm not going to disrupt her mourning. Really, am I in the wrong given the circumstances? What are your thoughts?
I think that it's still his child. I mean, okay, I could talk about his character. Like, why weren't you there at the hospital when the baby was being born in the first place? But at the same point, I could also say you should be there for the funeral that was actually your child. Like, that was your child. Even it was stillborn, but like,
this is what I would say.
But I could also see that. I could see her point in the fact that
he didn't really know the kid either.
Not that she didn't. Not that he didn't know the kid, but he could be trying to use that as a situation to get back in with.
That would be crazy.
It would be,
because my thing would be like, that would be crazy.
That would be crazy. That would be crazy.
But not just that.
I feel like it's a possibility.
I'm not saying that. Yeah, but her reasoning is not about him potentially doing that. It's more. That's not what she said.
Then what is her reasoning?
Her reasoning is she's saying that it's because she doesn't want to make the other women uncomfortable and her family uncomfortable, and she doesn't want.
That was if she went.
If she went, and she's saying the reason why she doesn't want him to go is because he didn't really know the baby. He wasn't there at the hospital, so there's no reason for him to.
Yeah, and I say that she's justified for saying that through his actions because he wasn't even at the hospital. But it's like,
I feel like she stopped him from being there. I feel like they were going through.
Oh, that's possible. There's no way
that
she might have not even let him have the opportunity to do that. So now she's also not letting him have the opportunity to go to the funeral.
This is what I'd say. For me, if I was in this situation, which hopefully I'll never be in a situation like this. No. But do they have kids? This is my question. Do they have kids? If they have kids, then no, they can't. They can't divorce because they're messing up the kids. But if they don't, I don't even understand the reason why we're even going through this situation right now. I can understand This is what I said. I can understand not wanting them to go to the funeral because it's like, what are you weren't even supposed to be there in the first place. You're not even supposed to be with them in the first place. But if we were going to go, I would definitely pull up.
Mm. But I think you're skipping ahead a point. I think this is a vital point. Was the husband going to go to the hospital or not? Because if he was going to go to the hospital, that shows character that he wanted to be involved in the life of his child, right?
Yeah, yeah.
And if he didn't, that shows character of he didn't care that much. So then why are you trying to go to the funeral now? There's an argument to be made that because the child's dead, and we always have this thing that, you know, when people die, you...
But after this also, he had an affair for 6 months.
Okay.
Low-key, that doesn't even matter.
How so?
Let's say that they were hooking up 4 times a week for 6 months.
Okay.
That's it. The only thing that you have for them is like a sexual bond. This other person that you've known for 10 years.
Yeah.
So, like, low-key, it doesn't even matter. Like,
so what? Okay, so I'm trying to get what you're trying to get at. You're saying the value of the person...
The value of going to the funeral would be for 2 things. Would be to support the person that you have an emotional and you had a child with.
Yeah.
And that's literally it. There's nothing else.
Yeah.
And I'm saying that it wouldn't necessarily matter because you just met this person for 6 months. And,
yeah, that's not a long time.
And you did this, and yeah, so it's...
Are you looking at it through the lens that, like, okay, the wife
looking at it from, like, a top-down view. That's what I'm looking at it. And I don't think I don't think this person, at least the narrative, is wrong in what they're saying.
Oh, because you weren't even involved in this person's life for a long time, so why does this matter?
And, no, but I'm saying, like, if he chooses to go, he may still choose to go, but that is... I'm not saying he shouldn't go, but I'm saying that I think it's fine for his wife to have the position that you're not going to go see.
I think she's justified in her feelings. I think she's justified in her feelings. I'm just thinking about the husband has already crossed the plane of, like...
So you're saying he should just continue?
No, not that he should continue.
Not cheating, but I'm saying, like,
not
continue.
Cheating, but he should, like, you made a child with somebody else, right?
Yeah.
Like, you brought life into this world. Now that child died. That's sad, right?
Nah, but it says that they were born as stillborn, which is my thing. Like, that means the baby was never born alive.
I mean, but...
And here's another thing. Was he making, like, was he meeting up with her and seeing how the baby was doing, like, up to this point?
Yeah, and I feel like that's all information that we need to know in order to understand the character also of the husband.
I think this is a situation where it's undefined, that we don't have enough information to determine.
Because I still am harping on the fact, was he trying to go to the hospital?
And she stopped him.
Or she stopped him. Or he didn't care.
Yeah.
And now she's questioning his views, or not views. What is your intentions of actually going when you weren't even trying to go to the hospital when your child was going to be born?
Okay, yeah, I agree with that.
Because I think those are 2 big points to understand.
So without that information, I have to say that for me, it's undefined whether or not they're an asshole or not. So
I also agree with that.
Let us know in the comments below what you think. Was this person an asshole? Is there something that we're missing here? And do you agree with our verdict?
Yeah.
Like and subscribe, and we'll be back with more.
So.